gentlemen. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024.
And today we're going to tell you the latest news in news. Starting, we're going to talk about the latest show on Netflix.
These last few weeks, the series Monsters has been a trending topic. Not only is number one in Netflix, but also in all of the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, X, etc.
The brothers Lyle and Eric Menendez are two brothers who killed their parents when they were teenagers. The brothers are now serving their time in jail without the possibility of parole.
This was a really known case in the 80s and the 90s because a lot of people were in favor of letting them free because of how abusive were their parents and they engaged in sexual abuse. Thanks to this series, a lot of people have been talking about the case and everyone has their own opinion.
Fast forward to this week, the case has now been reopened, and in 60 days, the court will decide if there's going to be another trial after more than 30 years.
Why is this so controversial? The story is examined from multiple angles, raising questions about how to define a monster. Headlines around the show have highlighted heated debates about culpability versus victimizations of the brothers, as the story reaches new generations.
While the prosecution argued they were seeking to inherit their family fortune, the brothers claim that they are served life sentences without the possibility of parole, that their actions stem out of fear from a lifetime of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse at the hands of their
We have now been informed that in November 29, there will be a hearing after 35 years where the brothers will tell their story and we'll see if there are any changes. This was the famous case of the Menendez brothers, and when there's more information, you will be the first ones to know.
Now we'll go on a small break and see.
This kind of food. Someone told me that my colleagues in Sierra Alta are interviewing a couple about an accident that just occurred. I will pass them to you.
Hello, we are here in the river of Sierra Alta. Since a man in his early 30s was on a hike with his girlfriend and found the body just beside the water. When the police got to the scene, they started investigating the case.
The boy was already identified and it seemed that he's a student República by Alto, named Mauricio Garza.
Okay, so now we are with the two witnesses who saw the body and called the police, Pato and Jimena. Now, why would you be in that position and how did you go to that place?
Well, first of all, I was making my ordinary hike as always, when I saw something weird and
That's when we decided to get closer and we saw the dead body on the edge of the river.
What happened next?
we realized that this was a serious situation and decided to call the proper authorities.
Okay, well, that was the right thing to do, and thank you for your time. We'll go back to the office.
Hello, and welcome to today's sports section with us, your favorite sports reporter, Alan Flores, Regina Martinez, and Jimena Serrano.
Yesterday, the Dallas Cowboys won against the Pittsburgh Steelers in a small different game, with the Dallas squad winning 20-17 in a game where the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott had 3 interceptions and 2 touchdowns, including the late game winner connection with Jalen Tolbert in the last 20 seconds of the game.
In a thriller Thursday night football matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Atlanta Falcons, it ended in an overtime with the Falcons where Atlanta's quarterback Kirk Cousins threw a 509 yards, 4 touchdowns, and completed 42 out of 58 throws, setting a new franchise record, surprising Matt Ryan's 503 yards game.
In the American Conference, the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow had an outstanding game, throwing for 392 yards, 5 touchdowns, and completing 3 out of 39 throws. But it wouldn't be enough to defeat the current conference champions, the Baltimore Ravens, who won the game in a thriller ending in which Baltimore won the game in overtime.
In college football, the Alabama Crimson Tide defeated the Georgia Bulldogs in a thrilling game, with the Crimson Tide winning the very last second with a game-winning 75-yard touchdown from 70-year-old sensation Ryle Williams.
That will be all in today's sports section. As always, it's been a pleasure, and into the next one.
Well, this was today's reports in New News. Thank you for watching our newscast. Remember, if you want to be informed about what is happening nowadays,
This is the best news for you since we have early news every day.
thank you.